like loyalty. What?
For,
Yeah, dude, for fucking 5 likes.
books is no. Oh no, not just that. Book said here, have the whole brand. You can have it. No hard feelings. You know all the hard work I
That
did. You
books hasn't said shit. Books is too fucking grown to say shit. Kudos to books. I'm still a little child. I'll say some shit.
he cares more about the fact this Ferrari has 0 scratches. Yo, Alex, you saw my Ferrari. How many
Oh,
scratches?
I know, dude. I saw it have a big loogie on it in front of the Hello Moon party, dude. Someone spit all on that shit. I was like, damn, the disrespect. But and we walked in, it was all hugs and kisses. Just, I wish I was making this shit up.
Oh
I wish
man.
I was. It's
Okay.
a distraction though from the real builders, man. Like,
Like who?
I see, dude. I see it. I am a good ass investor. I know every
Who's
fucking
the real?
indicator.
Tell me who a real builder is. And if you say that WorldCoin or KuCoin or whatever the hell,
Dude, like, look, what do you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you to invest in the B's and the C's, like diversify into like lessers? Like, do you want me to tell you that? No, dude. A plus 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 investments only. Like World Mobile Token. Sorry. There's a reason why. Dude, go look at the chart for WMT and compare it to any other altcoin. Go look at the World Mobile NFT and compare it to other NFTs. It is outperforming everything. Just silently, though. How many times have you heard about this? Same thing with like Rollbit. How many times have you heard about Rollbit, dude? Silently outperforming the entire fucking market, dude. Why? Because they're out there actually doing shit, not fucking talking about shit.
Why are you guys always so mad?
Why
Like,
do
I
you?
don't even hear what you're saying.
What?
It's just like rah 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 rah. You just bark like dogs all
What are you?
day. Just
All
barking.
day. We've been on space for
Just
fucking 30 minutes,
barking like
Santini.
dogs.
30 minutes in the past 2 months in time.
Someone
Yeah,
Yeah,
needs to
dude.
put
Now,
you.
sorry, guys.
Someone
Sorry
needs
we
to put.
started this space.
it's two
Oh,
You
months.
both
You
need.
gotta
oh.
Y'all
respect.
both belong
Channel.
in a
You gotta
kennel.
respect. Alex, if you don't behave, here's the thing: if you don't act exactly how somebody wants you to act, then at one point you're too loud, and then you're too quiet. And I miss the old Alex, and I miss the new
When
Alex.
has anyone ever said that Alex is too quiet? When has that ever
Don't
happened?
worry. About it. Don't worry about it. You just haven't
I
been
Oh,
here.
that I
yeah.
don't
You
believe
haven't.
that.
You just haven't been here. It's fine.
Yeah. Look,
Go.
there's just levels to this.
There's levels.
Not for nothing, guys. We hosted the biggest spaces during whatever people actually gave a fuck. Now that no one gives a fuck, it's okay. Do I think that it can be repeated? Absolutely. But when the time is right. You think the time is right to start spaces again?
No.
No,
What?
absolutely not,
Yo, what
dude.
up? What up,
Volumes at
Z?
all time low. Prices are sinking. The cesspool is growing, dude.
There's like 8 people who still give a fuck, and man, do they give a fuck? And wow, is it sad to see? It's just sad to watch. You ever watch like America's Got Talent now? You're like, I don't even know people still watch this show. And people trying so hard
Yo, what
for
up? What
nothing.
up, Z?
Nobody that's ever won America's Got Talent has ever gone anywhere. That's what Web3 is like. Just performing in front of each other, vanity metrics, botting each other's engagement. It has really become. But what I will say is, dude, one of these days things are going to turn around. They will turn around, and that's the time to come back. That's the time to put in the effort. You think it's still worth putting a lot of effort into Web3 right now? Because I just saw Minister of NFTs put out a post saying that now is the time to start grinding and make bullish connections and meet with your reply guys. So do you think now is the time to start putting in the effort, or do you think your time is acquiring
Oh,
skills?
we got Jay Toy. Dude, Jay Toys is no longer a youth. What happened?
Oh, yeah. What is he now? He switched. Oh,
He's a little pudgy, dude.
I'm just following the crowd. Here, say something real quick. Let's get on the
Fire
jumbo.
up the dick sucker flare.
No, let's get on the jumbotron. Yeah, dude, Luca Nets. What do you think about the Luca Nets Walmart?
Luca Nats. Oh, his 16 projects that he has undisclosed. They're okay, man. Look, on the 17th one,
Dude, just because he
there you
hasn't
go.
done anything in Discord for 2 years doesn't mean he can't. He could
Yeah,
definitely.
there he goes. There he goes. Fire it off,
Yo,
Jay
yo, yo.
Toys. Dude, you know what's disgusting
I
about the Jay
remember, bro.
Toys
What's
account?
good at the fruit stand?
Is not only does he clip shit, he clips it and pastes it
Of
fucked
course I
up
know who
way.
that is, bro. It's
Like,
good.
have you? Like he'll actually like modify the voice clips.
Yeah, you know those Lego sets where it comes with enough pieces, but you can build like a fire truck and like a race car and like a rocket ship.
What
with the
is
same
good?
Lego?
How you
That's what he
how
does.
you
He just mixes and
vibing? How you
matches it
living?
till however
Yo,
he
we're
feels
live
like
on
it.
Twitter, by the way, too.
All right, say something.
I remember,
Nets.
bro. What's good?
now.
Lupin Nets.
What do you actually think? I never heard your take on the Walmart deal. You love Walmart. You walk around
I-
up and down aisles and get kicked out.
No, I don't know. I guess it's okay. Like I didn't really look into it. Ever since that one day
Thanks,
of us
brother.
like
Appreciate
asking
you.
one question
We're
about
grinding.
the other collection that he had, like, and just immediate like getting shit all over. It was just yeah, it was pretty much the last time, dude. It was the last time dude, I gotta like, this is the shit. Should we host a space? Should we host at Shill and Villain on Spaces and let the Cardano community voice concerns and questions regarding his participation in the community? Like they run the fucking blockchain out here, dude. Like you don't have two fucking Cardanos to rub together, homie. Like who the fuck are you to tell me how to invest? Like literally, I'm gonna invest my hard-earned money. How the fuck I'm gonna invest it? And watch these people come on the timeline, dude. The grandstanding. Dude, this person says no salt. Farmer Nash, he showed up to NFT.
Where'd you
LD.
move from?
He's building with the Cardano community.
I forgot
Also,
where you were
Rob
at.
was at Rare
And that's
Evo.
dope. That's
We
dope. I
might
miss
not
Florida.
like what they have or have had to say, but they have only been honest with their opinions and perspectives. I think it's all been fairly constructive criticism. However, I think Shill and Villain, he has a record that we should hold him accountable for and be cautious, just as we do already with other individuals. Dude, shut the fuck up! I just okay. You're no longer allowed to tag me. Can we allow for this somehow? Can we tell stop the tagging, please? Because it fucks up my notifications. That's all I want. However, I think Shill and Villain, he has a record. You ever get tagged in this stuff and stuff, Mark? I'm curious what yours is like.
Dude, I get tagged in shit that is about you. That's what I get tagged. In addition to other things, nonetheless. Somebody posted that they blocked you and then they tagged me involved, like Meta and the posse. Why the fuck are you tagging me? And I just get dragged into every single thing that you're doing. Everything, but also likewise, if I say something about, actually, you might have it worse. I have a take about Pudgy Penguins. They just throw your ass in there. I remember there was one space where I was digging into Pudgy Penguins for about 4 hours, and you said zero. You contributed nothing to the conversation. And Jake Toits tatted your name on that dick sucker flare and shot that thing straight into the middle of the air in the Atlantic Ocean. You were all over that. But, no, I do get tagged in a lot of, it's definitely slowed down. I think I blocked, I have probably 2,000 accounts blocked. How many accounts do you have blocked? Because you used to tell me that I was weak for blocking people because I can't set aside the differences, and now you
No, I never said that, dude.
Yeah, or maybe it was King Fud or something. I don't know. Probably King Fud.
Dude, talk about, yeah, I mean.
Talk about what?
Backstabbing, no loyalty, just like, dude, that's just what this space is full of, is that mentality. It's okay. I think, if you look past it, you have some of the smartest people on the planet just silently in this fucking bubble we're in. And best thinkers I've ever encountered. For sure. But it's also mixed in with fucking Farmer Nashes of the world. So very, and online, at stack on top of online, you don't really know who the fuck they are. And then you meet them IRL and then you realize that they have no value to bring. It's like, oh. People on the planet.
Right.
Just silently in this fucking.
So are you quitting Web3 or will you remain? Like I said, I asked, what do you think is a good use of your time? Do you still think putting time grinding in Web3 is worth it at the moment, or is your time spent elsewhere?
I think my time is going. Dude, I can do both. I'm that talented.
Shut up. I'm so tired of you, dumbass dude.
What?
So tired of you, dumbass dude.
What? Dude, I've been working all day, Bart.
Doing what, dude? Turn up your computer right now. Are you in front of your computer? Turn up the volume.
No, dude, don't worry about what I'm working. Okay.
Plotting on Rollbit.
Dude, I can do both.
I know what your working looks like. I know what your working looks like. I saw you. 3 months in Taiwan. I never, dude. You couldn't fill up a page on a Word document. It was impossible. You just couldn't
Dude,
do it.
I'm busy. You have no idea, dude. I am
So I have an idea. In
working
fact,
my ass off right now.
I don't just have no idea. I have evidence. I have visual confirmation evidence. I watched you.
Are you talking about the? Are you talking about the time? Oh wait, are you talking about the
Damn,
time
that's
when
my
we made
hometown,
like the
low-key.
the best?
I'm talking.
Are you talking about the time
I'm
when we
talking
made the
in
best
Taiwan.
Dude, I
video
miss Texas,
content
I'm not gonna
Web3's
lie.
ever had?
Animal is like, you know when like an animal's trapped in a zoo and it walks along the same path every day, that it like forces a path into the grass, it turns into dirt because it walks around. You walked in so many circles around that Taiwan office. There was a path in the carpet from the amount of circles that you walked in doing Twitter Spaces instead of doing any work at all. So I know how you work. I've seen right in front of you as I was slaving away at the most innovative.
You did work really hard.
Huh?
You did really work really hard for that.
I know. Yeah, just to get shit on by every other person in Web3. It's fine, dude.
By people that had never worked a day in their life, correct?
Yeah.
The allergic to work crew is ever growing. I blame this on government assistant programs. I really do. They no longer work, dude. They come on Twitter and just act like, I don't know, idiots. Like actual idiots. And I'm like, dude, who do we have to thank for the government, man, for allowing them to just be on Twitter all day? I wish I wish I could be on Twitter all day. Dude, I'm busy working all day. I don't know when my last day off was. Like,
Dude,
what?
don't go there, dude. I know when your last day off was. Like 2 days ago. Or last night. Yesterday. Yesterday.
Dude, I worked until midnight last night.
Oh, dude, networking. Yeah, dude. Yeah, networking. Yeah, I'm gonna go network with the boys at the bar tonight. You know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go network. You don't even like the sales guys who go play golf. Like their whole career is just playing golf and just shaking hands, networking. Yeah, you're working super hard. I don't know. I think the working in Web3 is very different.
Solving world problems. What are you doing? Like you're making fucking threads or something?
Yeah, dude. I actually am still doing threads. It's going really well. I think I'm the only person left, actually. Everyone else quit, including you. You just couldn't stay consistent. It's fine. I'm still doing threads. It's going very well. There's some opportunity over there. Nobody's paying attention. There's some real opportunity. In fact, Instagram is integrating threads into the app on the home feed. It's going to be pretty big. It's fine. I don't need to tell you. If you don't know, you don't know. But I would advise looking.
My ass is going to be in the heat of Colombia laying bricks down after I put 4 walls up, some windows, and a door, and fractionalize it for some crypto. I don't want anyone tagging me. You know what? I think after doing the whole network bullshit, I think what we're going to have to do is not everyone gets access. Sorry.
What do you mean after the whole network bullshit? What does that even mean?
Watching people like do as they do. Okay. Noted.
Don't let anyone buy it. If you don't let anyone buy it, there's going to be a problem. They're going to have a problem with that. You know that, right?
A problem. Everyone's got a problem with everything, dude. I'm gonna make sure.
Until there's an article on NFT now that you've been hit by a semi truck in Colombia, the Web3 will not rest. There will always be a problem. There will be a continual problem with your existence.
We'll just do it in silence. Like, just no one will know. Like, dude. You know what the thing about Colombia is that no one can LARP there. You won't make king and queen, whoever the fuck.
What is that supposed to mean? No one can. You can't
work. You bring your ass to Colombia, you better bring it with working boots. And I know you motherfuckers that talk shit are allergic to work.
What have you done in Colombia? Dude, I had to listen to you. Captain America, that was the only work that you said you were going to do. You were going to interview Captain America, and it never even happened. What work did you do in Colombia?
Eddie, man, down in Colombia gives a fuck that you stubbed your toe at work? No, dude. No, they don't fuck. You better get.
Why is that better? What is better about that?
What?
What's better that nobody cares you stub your toe? What does that even mean?
Hey, like in America,
you know when people study abroad for like 3 months in college and they come back and they say that they were living abroad and they're a different person, a changed perspective. You went to Colombia for 4 days. And now you act like you get on your fucking high horse or high horse. ¿Cómo se dice horse en español?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is just a real thought. Bill
Bayou.
crypto. And maybe, dude, that's a maybe part with the crypto thing. I don't think people deserve it. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, you guys don't
What
even.
a way to get out of the work. You're gonna do it, but now they don't deserve it. What a way to back out of doing anything. I gotta listen to your dumbass LARP all across my fucking face. They don't deserve it. They don't. You were gonna do a live stream, but they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it.
Like a fucking idiot. He's and then someone had pieced it together a little bit further than Grant, and then I'm gonna put the whole puzzle together. I'm gonna.
Why don't you get Grant on here? Get him on here.
No, he's talking about COVID 1000 right now, dude. No fucking know.
Elon blocked him. Elon blocked him and he quit, dude. He lost all. He just said, "Fuck that." He just stopped showing up to Twitter. Elon blocked. What? I wonder why Elon blocked him. Who knows? But it took him a while to get to where he is in real estate. You really think that you can figure out real estate in that short amount of time?
I plan on being a fucking idiot, as I do. I do. And
Good idea. You shouldn't do any research. You should just go do it. Because real estate is a very cheap mistake. That's a really good place to go make mistakes. Is real estate.
fucking demon in me. Like now I'm motivated as fuck. You think the dude, you're seeing like my physical appearance change, you should see my mental. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm putting what?
You just lost 20 pounds. You just didn't eat. You just didn't eat and drank Celsius all day. You just like burned off like.
I'm a thirst trap the timeline. It's your fault. Like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm going to do it. And
I need to pull up all the clips of you talking about me taking my shirt off. I'm just gonna start running them back every single day, dude. Look, I did it first. You're just following in my footsteps. Too bad the boot never
dude,
fit.
you didn't have a single fucking album. Dude, you don't have a fucking album. Like no discipline whatsoever. Dude, you took that shirt off. I said I'll pay you to put it back on.
And you did, I think. I think you subbed. Did you sub to me?
Yeah, dude. I subbed to you and you were supposed to sub to me. I never got the sub back. It's fine.
Well, you stopped streaming. You're a little Donald Trump in the bottom left-hand corner as you played slot machines for 7 hours. I'm like, sorry, this wasn't exactly. Look, I'm not gonna sub to content I didn't like. If I liked it, I would have subbed. I mean, that should have told you might need to pivot.
Work together like two idiots. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, dude, maybe we'll reboot at the stream again. Dude, the house in Thailand, it's available.
Dude, Kick is not in anymore. You don't understand.
Okay, I don't understand. Tell me, please keep advising me on things I don't understand. I don't have no idea what Kick is even. I didn't become the #1 streamer, fucking on Kick. I mean, beating Aiden Ross and every other motherfucker on. I just didn't be the #1 streamer. It's fine, no biggie. King Ann, are you?
Your subscriptions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Every
King
day.
Alex says it's dead.
No, dude. Alex said he was supposed to go live when he was in his badass country, but he didn't do it. He went
Yeah,
live with me.
How
But
badass?
you should have went live on Kick.
I know.
But you know what? You still can.
King,
Alex still will.
I'm so
Why don't
upset.
you Phil Cardano on Kick?
I just don't want to deal with people being upset. They're already so upset that I post. Dude, they're upset that I post anything. Imagine, dude, posting a stream that they probably lose it. They would look here. Come on.
I wonder what it would look like if you really showed you losing it, like you being annoying as possible. The walking videos of the ground was about as vanilla as it could have gotten. I wonder if you started getting crazy with the content that you posted.
Yeah, I purposely don't for that very reason, Bart.
Of you flexing, sticking your tongue out in the mirror. How do you think that would do?
They'd be upset.
You would be in some nightmare.
Like I'm really working hard here. Like I'm doing my best, and you know I see others doing less than me and not doing their best, or if that is their best, it's very low effort, very low discipline, and they're rewarded. They're like, wow, you know. But you know, Alex, who's literally working from the moment he wakes up to the moment he sleeps, does he get like, wow, you're doing a great job? No, dude. Like, okay, you can abstain from an opinion. That's also an available route. But, dude, they can't even help themselves, dude. They have got to let everyone know how they feel about another man. Like, everyone. All right. That's interesting.
Okay, so you're gonna short Bitcoin? Is that the play?
About it. I'm looking at it right now. I want to get into 27.5. It's at 27.44.
You want to short it or you want to buy it?
I'm short. Actually, you know, I think the better short is Solana. It ran up a little bit harder.
Okay, so
So
yeah, but isn't Solana? It's just such VC controlled. I feel like that's not gonna. I don't know. I feel like VC is all owned by five people. No, didn't. No, I forget the exact lineup. Let me go ahead and spew some misinformation here. But I think a lot of Solana is just controlled by a small number of wallets. Like it's very dominated into. It's like concentrated into a much smaller number of wallets versus Bitcoin or Ethereum. Or I don't know how Cardano the distribution is, but I think Solana is a lot more concentrated. I don't know, but you would know better than me. I mean, you were shilling it at $250, so I mean, you definitely need to know. I know, that's bad.
at its all time, I actually did get people wrecked.
I know. Oh, dude, I listened to yours. You had me like itching to go on Magic Eden, and then like 3 days later, it was Tragic Greedin, and they're never the same. You and like Warbucks, Warbucks never was the same after that. Okay, but you think you're gonna short Solana at this point? What is Solana now? Is that 24 this morning?
Yeah, that's where it's at. Anytime it's over 20, good opportunity to short. And it's not a joke. Like that, it barely ever holds over 20. It has so much resistance at 20. And so it broke through, and I'm already seeing downward pressure. The 24 high, you're looking at almost 25. So it's still down from its all time, like the 24-hour, but go look at the charts. Like 20 $20 is huge resistance, and I look for it to push right back down under there, especially if Bitcoin the way it's trending. So
Okay, so Ethereum is at 1655, down 15% over the past 3 months. No bueno, no bueno. But this year, it's had a high of 2120. Not too shabby. I remember that time everyone was feeling good, everyone was feeling hot. But and this year it had a low of like just 1,000, just under 1,100. So you think we're gonna see? I don't know. How low do you think Ethereum will go this year?
um, you know, people are calling for 700. I don't know how people come up with these numbers, by the way.
Just throw them out there. I mean, you said Solana was going to 1,000. Was that
I
based on TA, or were you just pulling it out of the air?
That was just how am I gonna get the most likes for today? Dude, I Solana NFTs in so long. I'm looking at them right now. It's I'm surprised I have any volume here. Bozo Collective, who used, did they make an honorary for you? They made an honorary for me. They bought the fuck out of their shit.
Bozo Collective. Can you imagine NFT right now?
Dude, no, I can't. I just don't understand. Don't understand. When was the last time you minted an NFT?
Minted? Probably. Maybe like Utes or Rotten Eggs. I don't know. Probably one of those two. Honestly, it was 2022. I have not minted an NFT this year. No point. Have you? Oh, DeFi Apes. DeFi Apes. That was it. And that was.
When was the last time you minted an NFT?
Have you?
When was the last time I minted an NFT? Dude, it's been a long time. Fuck.
What about Dot? Did you mint Dot? I heard that was pretty promising. Once the founder knows how to read a Etherscan, but after that should be good.
Trying to think. Might have been Fuddies, dude. It might have been the one collection. Maybe. I don't know.
Fuddies?
There's another collection I minted. I can't remember what it was called. I just can't remember the name.
Dot?
I didn't mint, obviously. Like I own a bunch of the. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I own a bunch of the whatever.
The one that was taken out of the bio and the one that Bongo took out of his bio as well. They're sweeping that one under the rug. Just like Farouk and his PFP collection. Just switch back to the pump. Whoop, sweep that bitch right under the rug as well. I don't know what you're talking about.
What
What are
are
you
they?
talking about? I didn't see nothing. Did you see something? Nope. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah, man. Just
You know,
it really is shitty to see like people behave in such a fashion, like behave like children and like they're grown adults. Like, wait, you're a grown adult. Why are you acting like a child? Can't help themselves.
yeah. But you don't. I mean, in Web3, honestly, you really don't have to be accountable for your actions or your words,
You
especially
think?
if you're anonymous. If you're like a double ape, like nobody knows who the fuck you are. Your double ape can say anything he wants. Nothing's gonna happen. Or like a BlockFi. What are you gonna do? Go Kokata?
I say fuck shit. First what you do is during
what
your
up, chat?
IRL
Yo,
event,
Z Thomas, you still in the
you
chat,
shake
brother?
hands, you make positive tweets. The moment that bitch ends, dude, just run to the timeline. Sorry, he's a fucking scammer. I'm just blown away by it all. I say fuck shit. First what you do is during
what
your
up, chat?
IRL
Yo,
event,
Z Thomas, you still in the chat,
shake
brother?
hands. First what you do
I
is
think
I'm not.
people
not
are
so-
happy people are happy that you're doing spaces again. So you should probably stop doing these.
Yeah, this is one and done here. Like this is I got a few moments in between work at the moment, so
Shut up, dude.
what? I'm working.
I'm done with your fucking.
Huh?
But you still play pirate slots?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a better gamble than NFTs, that's for sure. When's the last time an NFT went up in price?
Pudgy Penguins after the announcement, and then it dropped right after. It went up and then it went down. I mean, Bored Apes are up 10% over the week. But I think now that collection is down to like 15 holders. And Machi, I swear to God, owns half these things now. Just see him every single day. He's posting a new. I mean, he's bid off so much, dude. He ate half that cookie, and now he's saying he wants to buy the other half of this cookie. I don't have germs. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, he's in the hole for that one, big time. But I mean, it is what it is. And then let's see. I think mutant apes are up as well. Mutant apes are up 7%. Nobody gives a fuck. They have no utility outside of showing off to like 6 people who don't even care. Let's see. Azukis are up 10% as well. I don't know. Maybe you're sleeping. It's 10%. Dude, you know the stock market.
Yo, my
average
guy's still out
return
of
is
touch
8%.
after
So you're beating the
shitcoining
stock market. You're beating the
for like a
fucking
period.
stocks, dude. S&P. Let's see. Other side vessels are up 17.59%. What are these? You know what a vessel is?
No. Every time I go check out Bored Ape, they've got another hidden collection I never knew.
Mark is so lost.
Some like rock or some fucking spear.
Okay, he's
Let's see. Other
he
deed
knows something.
expanded. Other deeds. Other deed Coda or other side Coda. Oh, they got Coda separated now. Moonbirds. Did you see that Moonbirds just let go of a decent amount of their staff? They raised $200 million and they have to fire staff. Kevin Rose bought a $18 million mansion, and now it's time to let go of some staff, or else they're not going to make it. They said they had a 17-year runway, like a couple months ago, and now they're letting go of staff.
Do you
That was holy.
do you like
shit, dude,
Moonbird?
Proof Collective Pass down from it was 100 and I think now it's at 3.3 floor. No one's talking about that. Proof Pass. Did you ever buy a Proof Pass?
I did. One time.
did?
Yeah, I sold it right back.
How much did you pay?
I think I lost like half ETH on it. I don't know. It was when I was farming Blur. I
Okay.
accidentally bought one.
Was that before or after they lied to everybody about when they were going to release the tokens and ruin the whole service?
Oh, you're talking about Blur?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, Blur's been a disaster since day one.
Wait, have you dropped the tokens yet for season 2?
No, he said he's still working on it. Working real.
Is Machi still bullish?
I think Machi may be working for Paradigm.
Probably. Apparently, if you're a Paradigm employee, the only rule
I
you
just muted the
have
loop. My bad, chat.
Oh, you're talking about Blur?
you just have to pretend that you don't work there and say you don't.
Dude, Blur's been a disaster
That's
since
it.
day one.
Just like Bando, for Bando, and then just like
No, he said he's still working on it.
what's this fucking name? Beanie, just like Beanie.
Dude, I think Machi may be
Let's take
working
a
for
look.
Paradigm.
Can Pie Pandas. That one has been marketed on the front of it. Sappy Seals at 0.39.
I just muted the loop. My bad,
Over
chat.
the week. There's some actual gains here. Not big goes. Yeah, big accent. Down 7% today. Okay, Captains. Wow, dude. Captains down at 3.4. Remember these fuckers? Their biggest mistake was doing something. They had these babies on here, these like little baby PFPs. These things were rocking for so long, and then they revealed, and that shit instantly fell to the gutter. Azuki Elementals. Holy shit. Talk about down bad. What a joke. They did raise 40
What is
What's up?
what's DeFi? What's DeFi?
Actually, Machi's been buying them. I think Machi owns. I think they actually own 90-something % of the collection now. DeFi apes are at 0.2.
0.2?
0.2 floor, yeah. Yep. All the ones that I gifted to people out of the goodness of my heart have been floored. I'm looking at them now on the floor. Here they all are. I'm not talking like the giveaways. I'm talking, hey, Shill, I heard your wallet got drained. Let me do you a favor and send you one. And then he floored it immediately, and then talk shit on Spaces about us. Okay, and never mention it. Yep, I'm looking. Here we go. I think if you put it at 0.2, Machi's gonna buy it from you. So if you got one for free, now's your chance. I just sold one. There's one from Homie. And then talk shit on Spaces about us. Homie sold it. He sold them all. Rue sold it. Congrats. Thanks, Rue, on selling the gift. Last gift. No, can promise that. Did you still have your mutant?
Yeah, dude, of course I still have my mutant.
Zolly, did you sell your gift?
I sent mine back. I sent mine back to him. No, I sent mine back after he bought D-Gods, bro. I was so pissed. I was like, fuck this shit. Here, take this back.
Rue sold it.
This is kind of where I'm at with, the amount of people that shit all over me for accepting a mutant ape from Machi, now watching the way they behave, man, really disappointed in the space. Like, really disappointed in people's behavior, but not surprised.
I sent mine back.
Not surprised.
No, I sent mine back after he bought D-Gods,
Yeah.
bro.
Wait, Zolly.
Yeah, well, dude, I put it on. They fucking fucked with me. I took it off. They fucked with me. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna send it back. Everybody, bro, when I first got it, Rue and all the boys.
And now I feel like it's outperforming majority of collections. I don't want to take full credit for that.
I was rocking my shit proudly, and I was like, he pissed me off when he bought D-Gods though, because I didn't think he was gonna like buy D-Gods. But I mean, it is, it's him. He can do what he wants, whatever.
Find them, dude. They wrecked him, dude. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't do it. Couldn't help himself. He's like, I didn't touch it.
Lost 3 million on D-Gods.
$3 million on that trade. Like in course of $4 million. I'm like, are you an idiot? No, you are. Okay, got it. He could be the worst trade I've ever seen.
But I mean, it is, it's him. He can do what
There's only like, not even 100 DeFi apes for sale.
I'm like, dude, you
I don't know. One day he said he was gonna rocket this shit to like 5 ETH or 10 ETH. He's gonna own 10,000 of them and just send it to 10 ETH. Maybe. I hope so. I own 37. I think I own 37 D-Gods.
I'm like, are you an idiot?
What?
Yeah, you are. Okay.
Tay just sold it. Where is Tay? Is Tay in here?
Tay did.
Little bitch ass. Dude, I sent Rue and Tay each like the fucking rarest of the rare as a gift. Like, hey, here's just some appreciation this ass, dude. That's it.
Isn't it funny how both grifters try to join the posting community they each dunked on? Dude, what are you talking about? Late night, dude. Can you not? I just can't, dude. I can't get over the fact people tag me and they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And normally it's someone who has like 2 pennies to rub together. Like, please, they need to start charging people to make tweets, or at least tagging me. I need paid for this. You guys aren't paying me nearly enough to log on to this application.
You ever heard the story about somebody that steals $20 from you in the lesson?
You actually told me about this, and it is one of the best things I've ever done. By the way.
Well, here's the lesson, right? Somebody borrows $20 from you, and you're supposed to pay it back, and they never do.
I need paid for this.
And
You
what
guys
you're
aren't paying
doing
me nearly
is
enough to log on to this application.
$20, but the reality is that's a $20 lesson about that person that could save you a lot more money down the road, or on other things as well. It doesn't just apply to money; it applies to anything. But it's definitely true. You know, you kind of like a small
Yeah, if someone's willing to, if someone's willing to steal a stick of bubble gum, they're willing to rob a bank, given the right opportunity. Like it's really like if someone's willing to do it at small scale, bet your ass at mass scale, given the opportunity, they will do it. So yeah, give someone $20 if they never, yeah, and then just know that whole mindset just extends out.
100%.
It's great. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks when you see someone that you like and then you just know like, oh fuck. It sucks, but it's like, do you live in reality or delusion? Like, it's kind of like where it's at.
What do you live in? Reality?
I live in a reality. Harsh reality. I'm the realest motherfucker you don't even know.
So,
Actually, you do.
you back in Medellin?
Who's saying that?
Me?
Are you Robe? Are you trying to cause problems?
No.
I'm about to say, pull up to me and my Colombian friends. Please pull up, dude.
We're supposed to say Colombia's a shithole, so nobody knows the alpha.
I know. It's the worst place in the world. Don't go. Stay in the best country ever.
No.
You think, Bark? You think America's the best country?
By what
You think
metric?
they're not United?
We're supposed to say Colombia's a shithole.
By
I
what
don't know.
metric?
Do you think it's the best country?
I don't know. It's like, what's the best ice cream flavor? There's no right answer to that. So. What do I think America is good for?
What do you mean?
Well, here's what. With all the bullshit, like I will say that with all of the bullshit, the reality is the amount of that bullshit that actually affects me on a daily basis is very small. Most of it is just media driven, just noise. But the reality is that in America, I do believe that if anybody with enough persistence and working their ass off can become successful, whatever that means to you, right? Like I think anybody truly can if they work hard. And there's a lot of places where you cannot do that. Like reality, there's just a reality you can't do that. However, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit as well. Like when I was in Thailand, there was a lot of shit I didn't have to deal with that I have to deal with in America. Such as I could just like walk down the street and like nobody fucking like it's a different type of dealing with things in Thailand versus the United States. But there's pros and cons because also in Thailand there's giant bugs, so like there's shit that you have to prepare yourself for. But honestly, I think America, the reality is I still think it's true. I don't think it exists like this really anywhere else. Maybe Canada, the United States, you can work out and you can make it.
I don't know. Nobody else is gonna say it, Bark, but your shit is fucked up. Either that or it's my Android. I don't know.
All right, forget
No, bad reception.
forget whatever fucking Bart said. Did you see the XRP news? Like this long XRP.
Yeah. Are we longing or are we shorting? Because I look like I already missed the pump.
I don't know.
We
It's
missed
still
the
like
10%
only
bump.
4.5, dude. Like last time it did a fucking 50.5%. So I don't know.
Nobody else is gonna say it, Bark, but your shit is fucked up.
I guess. I don't know.
5%.
So, did he push Bark off the cliff? Did you see the XRP news?
What do you mean, like re-add him?
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah.
Are we longing or are we shorting? Because I look like I already missed the
All
pump.
right, I'm gone.
What's
Going
up?
to bed. 4.5, dude. Like last time it did a fucking
Okay, good night.
50.5%. So
That's probably actually.
That pump is weird though. When I last saw it was close to 10%. Now it's down again.
did he push Bark off the cliff? Yeah, I think you should. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gone.
What's
Going
up?
to bed.
Okay. Good night. My bad. I'm just looking at
Pump is
the
weird
chart
though.
still.
When I last saw it was close to 10%. Now it's down again.
I'm debating if I should do a position on XRP. Hmm.
I'm gonna go take a shit in my clean water bowl, America.
America. You're like you're a diehard American, aren't you? My bad. I'm just looking
Yeah,
at
of course.
the
And I'm
chart
part
still.
Native American too, so it's my land, my ground.
I'm debating
I'm
if
gonna
I should
stand
do
on
a
it.
position on XRP. All right. So Bark, you're saying Thailand's better than America?
I think Thailand. It's better in different ways. It's better in different ways. For sure. How?
America? Yo, how's it better than the United States? How's Thailand
Because
better than
the cost of living is 15% of what it is in the United States. So if you can work a remote job with American money, you can live remarkably well. You know, financially. I mean, I could get a lot of stuff. I could get a cool house.
No, you can't use financial gains from America though.
I think Thailand.
That's not. That don't make no sense.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, how can you use America's gains and then live somewhere else cheaper and use that as it's better there?
No,
That don't
I
make
mean, dude, I could be European. It could be European games. It could be anywhere. I'm just talking fucking blockchain, metaverse. Fine, you can make money from the metaverse. There we go. You can make crypto money from the metaverse. You can get paid in crypto in a lot of places except crypto. The grocery store had a Bitcoin credit card. So like Thailand, crypto is super accepted there. You could buy fucking weed with Bitcoin in most of these weed shops anyway. So yeah, cost of living is super low, so it's more affordable. And I don't know, people look at Americans pretty highly over there. So you can like just walk into a club and they'll throw you in VIP and give you free shit if you're just American. It's just weird. I don't know. It's different. Dude, you gotta go. You gotta go experience it. Colombia is probably similar in certain ways. Cost of living is really low, right? You can get a dozen eggs for fucking 5 cents. But you know, and then but you drink out of the tap water and you die. So there's also things that suck about Thailand.
No, you drink out of the tap water of Colombia. It's the best tap water in the world.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
You can tap water. I'm
Thanks for
just saying.
letting me know. Okay, what do
I'm
you
just
think? What do you think?
I
You're-
guess I guess the only thing that would make a difference is the people and the atmosphere. Because I mean, you could do paradise here too. I mean, we have nice spots, same as anywhere else. So it's just the people and the atmosphere that would make it better. That's the only thing that makes it better, really. Because all land, I mean, no matter where you like to live, right?
Thanks.
It would have to be like
Thanks.
the land scenery, and that's it, basically. Because the people is the ones that make everything fucked up, right? I guess the only thing that would make
No, like I said, the amount of things that really seem fucked up in America are just media driven. I mean, I think the average person looks at the media and says, "Oh my God, it's so terrible here," but in reality, you walk outside and it's really not that bad. The thing that is affecting is the cost of living. That's definitely a real thing, and you can definitely see it. You know, the average restaurant bill is so crazy. You go to a restaurant, they have a service charge, a surplus tax, all these fucking the cost of ingredients is up like 50% year over year. So restaurants, eating out, cost of living, rent is up crazy amount. I mean, people are very struggling afford to live. They're struggling to afford to live. However, just to put things into perspective, go look at the medical technology from the 1800s. They had no painkillers, no nothing. You got a bullet wound in your leg, they're just gonna amputate your whole fucking leg, tie it off. They're gonna have a woodpecker peck at it.
That's a fair
They're
take.
gonna drain your blood out to drain out all the germs. So there's so many things now being in 2023 that if you're not successful in 2023, you just really need to reevaluate what you're doing on a daily basis and then go from there. Because the reality is, for not a lot of money, you can live better than pretty much anybody lived for the entirety of humanity. And if you live with some other people and you can serve costs, or with like a spouse or with your family, you can pretty much like moonwalk comparatively to a couple hundred years ago. I mean, they were eating each other, you know, like not that long ago. They're eating each other. You know, they didn't have any food. They're eating horses, eating dogs, eating fucking frogs, eating dirt. I mean, now you can walk into the grocery store, you can buy a bag of fucking Cheetos. You know, that didn't exist. Sour Patch Kids. I mean, all these goodies and all this stuff. I mean, the reality is being alive in 2023 there's never been a better time to be a human being. And if you doubt that, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry, there really just isn't. If you're living in the United States, it's facts. It's big facts. So, and if you're struggling, just look at what you're doing on a daily basis and see if there's things that you can improve. Because I think most people are
Dude,
probably doing
that's a
something
fair
every
take.
single day, or a series of things that are negatively impacting their life every single day. Might be either dieting or not working out or wasting time or watching fucking 4 hours of YouTube or playing 16 games of League of Legends. But everyone's probably doing something that they probably shouldn't be doing. And the reality is, if you do everything right and you're smart about things, you should be able to wiggle your way through and live pretty comfortably. And if you can't, move in with some family. If you don't have any family, move in with some roommates. If you don't have any roommates, well, figure it the fuck out. Work hard. Do it. Work hard. But yeah.
Do you think raising food prices is kind of a like warding off obesity? Because we went from starvation to obesity in less than 100 years.
No. The thing is like 80% of the food in a grocery store is just fucking poison. That's the reality. Like the majority of food in grocery stores are just fucking poison. So the thing is you can get educated. Just most people I feel like don't want to necessarily do the education themselves. Like it's so easy to educate yourself on dieting and exercise and fucking blue light and screen time and hormones and medicine. Like it's so easy to do these types of things, but there's also so much misinformation that you need to adapt your ability to navigate the world. I think it's harder to navigate through all the bullshit. Back in 1800s, they just didn't have really any information at all. It was a lot of misinformation as well. But they were seeking a lot of truth. Now today, you don't have to be truthful at all. You don't have to be truthful at all. In fact, there's a strategy, a social media strategy, and one that I would employ if I was trying to grow a podcast or like short media clips of saying ridiculous shit. I'm talking completely out of pocket, like so wrong, like completely wrong, in order to grow a channel, because that's what is rewarded on platforms. Wrong, ridiculous shit is the fastest way to grow. To be successful, you need to make sure you don't have to be truthful at all. In fact,
like I said, children, and it's what it is.
Yeah, children. Yeah. Like the fact, like a 17-year-old can be putting out like life coach advice or strategy advice on how to like do certain things, like or they have access to an internet connection and they can write medical advice on the internet that people will take, on Reddit. Like they can go write medical advice on Reddit that someone will follow and harm themselves with. Or they can go write a workout. They could go sell a workout plan on Instagram because they're on trend at 16 years old, and they're fucking veined out of like the wazoo with completely wrong training techniques, and they'll go sell workout programs. So like, yeah, you definitely need American media does not regulate at all. Then you go look at China. Chinese media is highly regulated and things like that. So it's pros and cons, right? It's potato. I think America, there's so much bullshit, but there's also so much truth if you just know where to look. You got to know where to look. And again, majority of things like Biden falling down the stairs, that's crazy, but like I don't spend all my day thinking about that or talking about that. Just you got to focus on the things that you can control. Honestly, really. It's really not that bad in the United States. Like cost of living is definitely up. There's a lot of bullshit going on, but honestly, dude, imagine being a pilgrim. Just take a step back. Imagine being a pilgrim. Yeah, just think about it for a second. You can't even do it. You ever gone to one of those historical monuments or museums and you looked at like a pilgrim house? And you're like, what in the actual fuck went on here? They were just eating they had no idea what they were doing. They were eating beets that were like stored in stone. I mean, just terrible. Horrible. So, yeah, dude, it's definitely like you can get a whole rotisserie chicken for $5 at Costco. I mean, that's insane.
I remember eating rotisserie chicken and like
ingredients, and it's cooked and it's hot and it's ready.
And Hawaiian King's bread or
just think about
some
that.
tortillas.
$5. Like really, $5. That's it. So all in all, what's my opinion? I think that America is pretty damn great for a lot of reasons. However, there's certain advantages and disadvantages depending on how you view things. It's all about perspective. Alex, you seem to be bothered by things that you can't control because you have no discipline. And it's fine.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm speaking the truth. I'm preaching.
I have the most discipline of any fucking human I've ever encountered.
No, you do not.
I've never met another human with more discipline than me. Never.
Turn up the volume. Me.
He's listening to music, or what is he doing? Playing video games? Or is that slot machines? What is it?
I have the most discipline of any fucking human I've ever encountered. I've never met another human with more discipline than me. Never.
He's listening to music, or what is he doing? Playing video games? Or is that slot machines? What is it?
What do you want from me, Bart? Seriously, what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I want an answer, dude.
For what?
I don't know. I remember when I asked you why you're afraid of challenges. That was the most viewed podcast clip when you took out the sword and you called me an Andrew Tate derivative when I asked you why you're afraid of challenges. But I do kind of think you are. You know, you hype them up a lot. You know, these challenges and these obstacles to overcome. You hype them up so much, and then you finally get to the point where you need to turn on the camera. Where you finally get to the point where you need to lay down the four walls and the door. And then you just get cold feet. And I just don't know what it would take to push you over that edge. What do you think it is?
To give a fuck. Like, is actually like, I'm very content making like $1 per day. Like,
right.
That's a blessing and a curse.
Well, how is that a curse? Oh, I'm sorry. How is that a blessing? How is that either of those?
It allows me to operate where others will not. Like, and then it also just, it's hard for me to like really push myself to like a further level. Like, I'll hit contention, and that bothers people actually. Like, that's the reality, is that my ability to not make $1 billion bothers people. It's pretty funny.
Right.
It allows me to operate. Like, hang on, guys. You don't need to make $1 billion live your best life possible. But that mentality drives people insane.
Yeah, I wonder why it drives people insane.
Yeah, especially now when money's just pressed into the computer. So yeah.
You know what's insane? You know, the amount of frustration that your account causes. And I say your account because I don't know what it is about your account that does it so much, but the amount of frustration that your account causes relative to the amount of attention that it gets is, I've never seen anything like it. It's almost a science experiment. It needs to be studied. I look at influencers that literally get millions of engagements across Instagram and TikTok and that kind of thing, and their pushback and just general relevance is pretty much none. You know, outside of their own content, they're not discussed, they're not talked about, and they're doing fuckery on there too. But yours, it's so
control developed. Like, I can control my emotions like better than any other fucking human on this planet. I really believe it. I've never seen anything like it. And all that happens is you develop extreme amounts of emotional control. Like, you have people that have low emotional control, like King Fudd, who just like, I'm never talking about this, to let their emotions just run all over them, and to only to talk about it for all the turn. Like Farmer Nash, very low emotional control. Literally shake your hand, like write a bullish post about you, and then moments after the event's over, delete the post and then talk shit about you. Like, zero emotional control over. And then that's not good, dude. But for me, in my own lane, moisturized as fuck. Dude, I don't know if I could be any more moisturized. I'm like, dude, I've got moisturized coming out of my fingernails. Have you seen my fingernails?
Yeah.
They're not fuck, dude.
You know, when you talked about them like 6 hours ago, and you asked me if I saw them then?
Yeah. They're nice, dude. I don't know what to say. They did a great job.
Right.
In my own lane, moisturized. Would you get this much controversy whenever you were a TikToker?
Zero.
You had millions upon millions of views. I'm sure there were people that had shit to say.
Yeah, you know what's super interesting, dude. I still don't know. I have my guesses why the engagements were different, but you know, on some of those TikToks, they were getting 100,000 plus comments. That's no joke. Hellman Retail Group was the name of the TikTok. I made all the videos on there, produced them, uploaded them, managed the community. The community was so positive, honestly, so positive. The worst type of feedback that we would get, because we would make these suit videos and we would take, comments from the community, turn them into suits. So people would say, "Hey, make a Rick and Morty suit, or make a James Bond suit, or make a Kingsman suit." We would turn them into videos, and 100,000 comments. There'd be the occasional comment, "I don't like your suit," or "I think that tie is ugly," but it ended there. Not a single threat, never a single nothing. Just so much positivity, and I don't know why. Across millions of comments. I mean, in total, we probably had 2 to 5 million total comments across that channel, across that brand, and nothing that even comes close to crypto Twitter. You know, I don't know. Why do you think that is? Why do you think crypto, you could have a million times X the engagement on TikTok, but no negativity? Versus Twitter, you get 20 likes, and you seem to upset 100 people every day.
Dude, that's the weird part. I thought once my engagement stopped being parabolic as fuck, you would have like a slowdown. Like eventually people would have moved on. Dude, that now it's getting worse and worse by the day. Dude, it's growing. It's like growing. Like what? I have no idea what the fuck human psychology is going on. All that is, dude, all I know is I have a sick fucking mentality now. Like it is something that cannot be read in a book. It's something that cannot be taught in school. It's just something you're gonna have to live and go through it. And once you get through it, at the other end, dude, you become like an extreme version of a fucking human. And I think I am it, dude. Like, not for nothing. I think all the controversy has been extremely beneficial to me to like not allow it to like destroy me. So as long as it doesn't destroy you, I watch one person, get one comment thrown their way, oh, it shouldn't get to you, Alex, dude. Dude, I mean, the amount of fucking comments towards me, like you would swear, like I had been babies out here. But the amount of comments thrown my way, and the amount of unbothered I'm getting to the point of like, I'm like, dude, I've got to find a world problem and solve it. There's nothing that can stop me. Thank you, everyone, for preparing me. Like, thank you, haters. And dude, where do you think this hate is rooted from? Like, where do you think all this hatred is? It's everyone wants to say, that the token. Dude, this was happening way before the token existed. Matter of fact, this has been like almost a year now of pure hatred towards someone. Like almost a year. Like the account got suspended almost a year ago, and there was no fucking token then. There was a massive amount of reports that got my account permanently suspended. There's been hatred about this show and villain account for almost a fucking year, dude. Like probably a year. It probably really started almost a year ago, and it's just ever growing. Why you think that is, Bart? Like almost a year. Like the account got
I don't
suspended
know. I mean,
almost a
I
year
certainly
ago.
think that money has a big part to do with it. Anytime money's involved, things get weird. Even with a friend, dude. Like as the example earlier, you go out to eat with somebody and it's like time to split the bill.
That's a fair
and you get all
advice
funny,
from Bart.
and it's like, wait a second. I think money can reveal a lot about character. That's why with friends and shit like that, I try to never involve money in a friendship ever. It's just not a good idea. It's just really not a good idea. And if you haven't learned that lesson yet, I would advise it. I would not go into business with your family and friends unless you're willing to lose them as family or friends, honestly. So first and foremost, money gets very strange because it's a resource,
That's a
and
fair advice.
and humans view resources as scarce. Even if they're in abundance, and the reality is crypto Twitter is surrounded in money, right? It's based every single asset here outside of free shit is based upon a financial system of cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and even free shit has the chance. Look at Goblin Town. Goblin Town turned into something, and then it got weird. So ultimately, I think that because crypto Twitter is so rooted in like a financial foundation that it brings out the worst behavior in people, and simply getting more likes, in the average mind equates to more money. So somebody's getting a lot of likes, they're taking food off of your plate, which is just simply not true. Black and white, it's not true, but in reality, it could be true, right? More likes equals more opportunity, equals more, more chances to do things, and so on and so forth. So, I think people look at engagement, they just immediately equate it. And when I say people, I mean even myself. I see a lot of engagement. I'm like, well, that person's monetizing it in some way, which is likely true. You think Whale Swoosh is doing this out of the goodness of his heart? You think Thread Guy just woke up and just has a passion for fucking Beeple videos with no financial incentive? No. These people are making money, and when you see people getting a lot of engagement, they're making money for sure. So, you see people succeeding here. You think that they're taking I think that they're taking chicken wings off my plate. On TikTok, it doesn't matter because there's a lot to go around, and it's not as competitive like that. But crypto Twitter, man, it's so much more competitive. And I think that, you see engagement, you see money being passed around, and it's like right in front of you every single day. So it turns into this war, like a buffet. There's only so much on the table. There's only so much food on the table, which is just certainly not true. There's plenty enough for everybody to go around if you work hard enough. But man, there's just it just turns into this bloodbath. So I think that has a big part to do with it. I think that's why people become so toxic and aggressive. But on top of that, in addition, you don't have to be right, in crypto Twitter. So it's you just have to be kind of loud. So and people will say crazy, outlandish shit, which is true across the internet, right? That's not just normal. That's not just exclusive to crypto Twitter, but you just have to be loud, and usually financial returns come from that. But in crypto Twitter, being loud usually also results in attacking another individual versus attacking an idea. On in Web 2, you can attack an idea. You can say, well, fucking saturated fats suck, or I think that the NFL is rigged. You can attack ideas. But in Web 3, because there's not many ideas here, honestly, there's really not. It's a lot of attacking individuals, founders, projects. It's attacking smaller cap things because it's a very small industry. There's not that many people here. So I think that's it. The two things: scarcity, and then lack of ideas, and more focus on individuals, individual people, accounts, and projects. So those two things combined result in a cesspool of toxicity, right? Which, if you don't have a stomach for, will phase you out pretty quick. So anybody still here, you typically has a pretty pretty big shield for those types of things. And if not, you're likely suffering from some pretty big mental health issues, and you should definitely take a step back and address those things. So that's it. That's my opinion. I might be right. I might be wrong. I don't know. But what I'm right about, Anon switched off that Milady quicker than I've ever seen. He's got the fucking yin yang now. They're bring balance to the universe, but just like the Miladies, I think he was shilling them at 5 ETH. I think if I remember correctly, he was shilling them at 5 ETH. Now they're at 4. What's up, Anon? Or now they're at 2. What's up, Anon? What happened? What happened?
What's good? First off, I never shill people to buy Milady. Second, I have none at this point, and I can't say I never will again, because I think it's still historically significant for the space, but I don't want one right now. I came up here because I was listening, and this is very familiar to me, as I'm sure Alex could, pick up on that. I, have felt like I've gone through similar experiences in the past, and I told him this in the past. I said, I think that we are fairly alike, especially with how we view community and how we view this, the macro of the space and the influencer culture. And I was suppressed and persecuted and attacked relentlessly. And you can see now I'm on a different account, whole new algorithm. I have engagement pop off here and there like it couldn't on the other account, or I would have to try very hard in order for that to happen. And it is mass reporting, it is mass blocking, it is coordinated attacks and subversive acts. And everything that you had said, Bark, I agree with most of it, right? I'm not gonna address particular individuals. I'm past that. But what I will say is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is revelations and realizations happening community wide, collectively, where the people that were shouting at you guys the loudest are very quiet right now, because many of them realize that it's coming to an end. The space is resetting. The culture is rejecting them collectively as an influence, as a clique, as a network, because they don't offer anything of value. What they do is they talk shit on everyone else that tries to offer things of value, because they're insecure and incapable of doing it themselves. So all they have left is to basically point the finger at others and project their own insecurities on them, that you'll never be anything, you'll never do anything notable, you'll never present value to the space in your community because I'm not capable of doing so. So it's oftentimes a projection of their own insecurity. with that said, when you start calling that out, when you start drawing attention to the elephants in the room, that nobody wants to actually admit, well, it forces some accountability. It forces some uncomfortable, conversations and interactions. And instead of, wanting to have them and encouraging them some level of civil discourse and like, hey, we see a problem. How are we going to resolve it as a community and move forward and grow past that? No, these people would rather continue the echo chamber. They would rather uh, they would rather that things stay the same because they feel they've been in control. They feel that things are better when they're manipulated and compromised and disingenuous and inauthentic and artificial and simulated and whatever else. And I'm telling you that the majority of the space is tired of it. And that there's some larger role models and leadership within the space that they're tired of it too, and they're quietly making their new alignments and leaving some people out because they don't deserve to go to the next level. They don't deserve to graduate past the bear market and still have their hands held and still have people in their corner. They abused that. They took it for granted, and I'll get off my soapbox here, but like I've said it for a long time that I like you guys. I don't agree with everything. I'm not here to talk about specifics. But what I am here to identify is that you guys know how to cultivate community. You know how to communicate very effectively. I've always said that. And I think at times you threaten and intimidate the fuck out of others in this space, just like I said that I do when I get on a stage. We are willing to speak uncomfortable truths because I think that deep down we all really fucking care and value this technology, and most of them do not. They're here to grift, they're here to get rich quick, and they're here to have a popularity contest because it's the first time that they've ever felt relevant in their lives. And it's coming to a fucking end. All right, I'm done talking.
I don't know what you mean by it's coming to an end. Are you talking about NFTs? What's coming to an end?
Their reign of influence. People are not going to be as easily susceptible. They think that like they're just gonna funnel in a whole new, round of exit liquidity. It's not gonna happen like that because people are learning from their mistakes around them, and they are going to gatekeep them. They are going to restrict, or they're going to. They are going to be the ones that get suppressed. They are going to be the ones that get left out. They're not going to be allocated to anymore. They're not going to be given whitelist opportunities. We are moving past that. We are moving to something much more inclusive and progressive and fair. And it won't happen overnight, but I'm telling you, I'm having a lot of fucking conversations behind the scenes, and there are people in this space that care. There are people in this space that do promote, good, like, fair leadership, and they are aware of a lot of the foul, misaligned, malicious energy within the space, and I think they're gearing up to take it back. They're gearing up to introduce some opportunities or some whatever like types of networks that will set a new standard, very similar to what you guys were doing or still are doing. I don't know, but like it's going to continue to happen. So we might be some of the guys that paved the way, and I think that others are going to continue where we left off to continue to progress it and like transform it as far as its impact. Whatever like types of networks that will set a new
Um,
very similar to
who are you talking to in the background?
or still are doing. I don't know. Just potential advisors and early OGs of the space. Not going to name names, but early CryptoPunks, early people that were here long before Bored Apes, long before NBA Top Shot. They were here back in when Art Blocks was getting set up, CryptoKitties, obviously CryptoPunks, things like that. It's people that have been quiet in the media waves, and they're not always going to make the most noise on the timeline, but I promise you they're paying attention and that they genuinely do want to see the space be more inclusive and equitable. These guys already have money, right? Like that's what it is that if you don't have money, you're probably more likely to try to like grift to get to where you're not. Whereas once these people feel a sense of like security or even like satisfaction, they're more likely to be looking out for others. And so I think that we're going to have to reassess, revisit who the influencers are, who the signals are in this space, because we got it all wrong the first time.
Yeah. Other than myself, I would like to point out that you check my track record is pretty fucking immaculate.
I mean, you got to add me to that list too. Then I'm just fucking with you.
Wait, weren't you showing Miladies? Bark was crying that you were showing Miladies.
No, I like the concept of network spirituality. I found Milady under like 0.25 over like almost 2 years ago. I couldn't wear it as a year because of all the controversy, and I was getting persecuted anytime I would reference it in front of that crowd, the same crowd that we were just referring to. Here's what I appreciate you bringing that up. Actually, here's what's so fucking ironic about that is that someone that had me blocked, someone that I've been friends with, had differences with, now we have since kind of reconciled. They went up on a space the other night and said like, I may not like Anon, we may have each other blocked, but I'm just gonna say it like it is. He's one of the top 10 traders in NFTs. Like historically, I am very accurate with my ethos and like narratives and understanding trends and memetics. And so I said early on, Milady's going to be historical. Milady's very triggering. Milady's very polarizing. It's going to get people's attention whether they like it or, whether they love it or hate it. Sure enough, I was right. More recently, it was revealed that it came out a while ago, but it started to surface again, that the founder of Milady, Charlotte Fang, is actually Krishna Akandiar, MIT grad, Palantir contractor, and that their family is also in government contracting, has like ties to the Clintons and stuff like that. If it wasn't bad enough, on top of that, they are going to a public trial because there was basically some sort of coup within the core team. Then it's argued who the core team really is, what entities were established, and so one of these communities that was always supposed to be the pinnacle of decentralization, and it's a collective, it's not an NFT project, whatever they would say, is now all but invalidated and like null and void by the fact that they're going to court, and that's how they're trying to resolve things. And it's because, in my opinion, the founder, or the alleged founder, Charlotte Fang, Krishna, is just trying to protect financial interests. So that sucks. That's why I sold all my Milady. Also, it got diluted by just some influencers that are looking to make money off of shitcoins and shit like that. But it is what it is. I was not shilling Milady. The only thing I'll shill, and I mean, I'm pretty fucking open about it, is Nakamigos and MFers.
Nakamigos and MFers.
Yeah, there's a common thread there. Sartoshi, who, well, I think
Anon just called himself a prophet, bro. I'm weak.
Say that, and you can go look at
NFT prophet, crypto prophet, blockchain prophet. What's the name,
My
Anon?
prophecies are. There's a reason why I'm so excited. It's not just the conversations I'm having, it's other observations. And I think that the space collectively is about to go through a major shift. And a lot of people are about to be humbled.
Anon just called himself a prophet.
Probably.
NFT prophet.
I think it's happening as we see it. Yeah, 100%.
What's the name?
I'm watching people kick and scream like children. It's great. I'm like, wow. I'm glad to know you're a fucking child. It's good to know. Sorry the bull market made you look like an adult for a moment in time. Like that's what I'm seeing. But in the meantime, it is clearing out the trash from the cash. You can see it like clear as day. Like, I missed you. There was so much noise and bullshit. Now I see you. Like, Rollbit. We were on that at 1 penny a token. Now it is 15x in the bear market. Quote unquote the bear market. Now worth 15 cents a token. So I look for something like WMT to follow some type of same trajectory after the rollout and seeing how it goes. I'm not giving the buy signal yet. Once I see the rollout, once I see their system actually work, then I would go hard onto that one. But It is what it is. What's what is your PFP? What is that?
It's a yin yang. So the Nakamigos cloaks have attributes like attributes. No one knows what it means. No one knows if anything's going to come to fruition out of it. However, it to me is like a combination of loot back in the day, text based with a PFP. So if this ever does get applied towards anything, I could see it being really cool. Mine is the only one out of all 20,000 that has two maxed out of the three attributes at 99. Attributes. No one knows what it means. No one knows if anything's
Dr.
going to come to
Oz,
fruition out of it.
are you there? Is
However,
Dr. Oz there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Make it out of Cardano alive, man? Like, are they putting you, dude? They're probably gonna. I don't know what they're. Are they doing anything to you? You're the reason why I went to that event.
Yeah, they're kind of mad. Some are mad, some are not, but it is what it is. Like I said, I told everyone to come. You showed up, so shout out to you, for having a good time, coming hanging out. I had a good time. Fuck it, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I like. I don't know if you like shielded me from all the bullshit, dude. I had a great time. Like, I don't know, that private event, and then going into like the more private part of the event. That was great. I don't know how you know. Are you how known are you in the Cardano space? Is kind of where I'm at.
I guess I'm known a little bit. I don't host spaces. I'm a guest speaker, shit poster. But yeah, they know me a little bit, I guess.
Dude, everyone. I was like walking around a celebrity throughout the event. I was like, damn, does everyone know this guy?
It was my first event, actually. It was lit. I had a great time. The wifey was mad, but I had a great time.
Why was she mad?
The first night, man, it got late and my phone died and I didn't call. And I called the next day. She's like, "You didn't call me." It is what it is. She's all right now.
Hmm.
It was my first event, actually. It was lit.
So you liked the event? What was your favorite part of the event?
The wifey was mad, but I had a great time. I really like the World Mobile Token team and the Reflect team. What they have going on was really cool. But I think probably my favorite was like, Charles being there and having time to really spend some time with Charles. It's
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool. The next day, he was more even intimate than that. Like it was kind of more slowed down the day after you didn't come. The following day, he was just walking around chilling. It's pretty cool.
You're just like walking around like a normal person, right?
Yeah, he was going like to each one of the booths, taking pictures, getting merch, hanging out, like listening to what even the one-on-one artists that are like small projects. He even took art from them, took pictures, listened to what they had going on. So it was pretty cool.
It's like the what's the saying? Like, pay attention how like the CEO treats the janitor or something. And that was the vibe, that he treated everyone equally. Like the top founder versus the lowest founder was treated exactly the same. No one got any type of special treatment. It was like cool to see because you don't really see that often. What he did. So
He even took CeeLo's. He took CeeLo's like custom joints too. He took a pack of those. CeeLo got a picture with them, and he was actually telling CeeLo like he has like a side project where he's growing bud plants, and the higher the THC, they'll glow in the dark like fluorescent and shit. Like just for a side hobby. Charles is fucking badass.
yeah. So yeah, shout out to Charles for doing that because he doesn't have to. He actually gives a fuck, dude. It's cool to see someone give a fuck.
What do you think about the World Mobile Token team? I thought they were pretty cool.
Oh, dude, they were the one person. I don't know if they were the founder or not. Very intelligent. Like you can tell they're high speed, like high functioning fucking human. They know what the fuck they're talking about. And that person alone, like speaking with them, was like, fuck, dude, I've got to get involved. Like I feel like I have to, but I feel like I'm just oh man, I feel like I'm late here. I feel like I'm like and they're like they were talking about like rolling out really soon some testing, and so I'm like do I think I'm sidelined at the moment, but I've got them like, dude, just
if they for some reason dump overnight, I'm gonna pick some up. But right now, I'm still waiting for the rollout because they did more testing and it seems like the smartest people there, like Tal is incredibly bullish and he was the smartest investor I met there. I guarantee his fucking P&L is higher than 99% of the people that are commenting on the timeline. And how many comments does he make? Very little. So I got to talk to him one on one. Never even knew the guy until that night. It, of course, you know, that guy checks out a penthouse, does this all on his own. No one asked him to do it. Just a super nice person. Um, you know, L, super nice. Dude, I can't remember there were other people. I just don't know their fucking handles.
CeeLo had the cornrows, and then P Trap was the dude with the tats. He's funny as fuck.
And who's the Clay Monkey founder? Fuck.
Bourbon. He's a goat. Bourbon.
Yeah, man, I had a great time. So thank you for showing me, dude. I hang on a second. Hang on a second. I was an investor in Cardano NFTs before anyone even knew about them. Like anyone even knew about. Like please, everyone that's been here for 2 minutes. Like glad you came. We've been here, but I've never been to an actual event. Like I just never went to an IRL event. And then Dr. Oz, like he literally hooks it up. So thank you for that. That was very interesting.
Thank you for showing up.
Dude, that was pretty. Dude, that was pretty good event. Like I think what it was is I had such low expectations, man. Like my expectations were like so like I'm like, oh, here we go, because I had just done all the Salon and ETH events not too long ago, and they're just completely underwhelmed, and I was expecting more of the same, and then some things exceeded expectation, and I was like, wow, this is better than expected. And of course, dude, I've got people in the timeline acting like they run the Cardano blockchain, like telling people, be careful, like, dude, you fucking have 2 Cardano to your name. Please shut the fuck up. Like that's the but it's the timeline, dude. It's the internet. If you don't like it, log off, Alex. Dude.
Alex, one thing you had said before that I thought was interesting was high functioning. I consider myself high functioning. I consider, you embark high functioning. I don't know enough about everyone else here, right? But most of our peers are not that high functioning when it comes to their idea generation, their communication skills, things like that. So again, going back to that like intimidation factor, I genuinely think that people, when they're presented with something unfamiliar to them, their immediate reaction is to, to FUD it, to try to, escape or try to, deter it, whatever it is, as opposed to like embracing the unknown and then, being willing to try something new. And there's a pattern of that has existed in this space for a while, where those that kind of step out of line, those that are trying to actually do something innovative or something that hasn't been seen before, oftentimes get the most criticism. And I think that happened with you guys. I think that I've experienced that at different points. And, like I said, there's a pattern of that hopefully is starting to not be as much of a problem moving forward. But I think that's worth pointing out, that those that just happen to like think differently, or maybe are a little bit more advanced, or like thinking ahead, maybe even, right? Like I can't count how many times you and I both said, well, fuck, like we were early again, like where we shared an observation 3 months later, even hell, like a couple weeks later, everyone's like, oh yeah, those guys were right.
Yeah, I agree, dude. It just takes time sometimes, and everyone has like 1 second of time. It seems like in this space.
But I will be vulnerable. I will, fully admit that we also have a responsibility or an accountability to like grow and learn from the community and like respond in turn, not to appease them, but and not to like stoop down to their level, but we almost have to dumb it down for them so they can fucking understand. Otherwise, we're really going to just be like talking to a wall, and the few people that actually are like catching on and getting ahead. I think that there needs to be a balance between like being early and guiding and shepherding people to be early. but we almost have to dumb it down for them so they can fucking understand.
Yo, Ethereum's starting to dump right now, by the way. Yep. Did you short?
No, I'm gonna short Solana whenever I feel the time is right, but I'm fine. Dude, I'm so fine just like sidelining, like so just fine just sitting there.
Oh, everything's something. Hold on, let's check Solana. Let's see the play that you missed once again. Just afraid to take shots, take chances, just like you never started your live stream. Just like you said you were gonna box me, and then I was like, hey, meet me here in the cornfield. You never showed up. Just time and time again, you've just gotten cold feet. Solana not doing so bad. It's only down 2%. It's only down 90% from all-time high, so it's still hanging in there really well. Ethereum is, Ethereum is fucking free falling. I have no idea what is going on. I don't think anybody does, by the way. You ask somebody what's going on, they're gonna get on their high horse and pretend like they know. Like who would give them?
I think BitBoy's pumping Solana. I think that's why it's not falling.
Yeah, exactly. Like people have no idea what they're talking about, but they have no problem sharing their opinion. That's the problem. No one's afraid to say it. That's the other thing about crypto Twitter. Anybody is. I think everybody should have access to a social media account, Alex. You think that's like everyone should have access to an opinion and like in a microphone?
Well, yeah, we're taught to speculate and pontificate. You know what I mean? That's the way you do it, right?
I definitely think there should be like a driver's license for the internet. If that's a draft. What? I don't think the internet should be like it should be a privilege and not a right. You are interacting with humans and no type of accountability it can be had on the internet, dude. It is what it is. I believe there will be internet licensing eventually in time. You'll need a license to use the internet.
I didn't agree with you until we posted blurry photos of the windows of the hotel in Taiwan, and multiple people triangulated our floor and room number and hotel and then ordered fish fillets to the room. I was like, you know what, everyone deserves a free opportunity, a chance to use the internet. And then it was 1 a.m. and I get a knock on the door and there's a full cart of fish fillets out there that I didn't order. And I said, you know what, I don't believe everybody should actually have access to the internet, and they should need a driver's license. So that was the turning point for me. I don't know if you've ever had fish fillets delivered to your room at 1 a.m. by somebody on the internet, but until you do, it's hard to grasp that concept. But I agree with you 100%. So okay, so a driver's license to participate. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you think the average Web3 person is smarter, equal to, or dumber than the average person? Like, you think Web3 is the smartest? Because I see these tweets all the time. I had Minister of NFTs tweeting, it's the most hardest working. Reply Guys, smartest group of people. We should be networking. Do you think that Web3 is the smartest group of people in the world?
That's one of the funny. No, the way you worded it the first time is one of the funniest questions I've heard asked in this space. Do you think that Web3 people are smarter or dumber compared to the average person? That's a loaded question, dude.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that as dumber. I'm just gonna go the easy route. Let's just save the loaded question. We'll just go dumber. But that's okay. I think you need to be dumb to be here, to be honest. Honestly, you kind of have to be dumb. You have to neglect. I mean, certainly you don't have to, but a lot of people do. You have to neglect taking care of yourself. A lot of people gave up on that. You have to neglect mental health. A lot of people just said, forget about that. You have to neglect eating right. Doritos, you can survive off those things for a while. We're not trying to live to 60 here. 40 is a big number too. What else? Social skills, you can throw those out the window. I mean, Twitter Spaces, you need to meet people IRL. Showers, forget about showers. You can smell in your own home, and no one's ever gonna be bothered. That's a couple things. So there's a lot you can give up. I think you have to be kind of stupid to be here. If you were really smart, you would have left. Look at Ryan Carson. He came in, I love Moonbirds, and now he's gone, like the wind, gone with the wind. Who else came and left? A lot of people, dude. What was the kid from New Zealand? The Pixelmon? Yeah, dude, gone like the wind. Raised $70 million. Never heard from that kid again. A lot of people left. But Mechaverse founders, dude, immediately after Mint, they're in Mexico, cheersing Coronas on the beach. I mean, it was just the way to go. So that seemed to be the ticket. You had to be stupid. The smart people left. So anybody here, myself included, you have to be dumb. But in that sense, I think you're also the smartest people alive. You're so dumb that we're smart, or vice versa. We're so smart that we're dumb. I don't know which one it is, but because I'm saying these words out loud and I'm now hearing my train of thought, I think it's probably the latter. We're probably dumb. So I'm just going to go with that one. But you seem to not be freaking out. I know you said you were going to short Solana. You could have made a great play. You didn't do it. I'm watching Ethereum just free fall by the minute. What do you think from here? You think $700 Ethereum is out of range? Or is that realistic? For 2023, $700 Ethereum, that's 60% down from here. You think that's actually possible? Because that's, holy shit, that's Mayday.
Let me go put in a futures trade now. You've got me. Damn, Solana. Fuck, dude. Fuck it. I'm gonna go do it again. This time, let's just go into bust range. Let's see. If this bitch goes to 60 cents, I'll. Oh man, dude, that's so rough, dude. This shit could have hit 24 and just wick me out and be pissed off. 24.74 is the.
Yeah, dude,
no.
God forbid. Dude, I see the bets you're making. You're betting like $25, dude. I mean, and then you'll post like another great day. You're like your return is like $7. You're like, thanks for the free lunch, Rollbit. I gotta watch you show all that shit, dude. Just go ahead and put your $25 chip down, and then you'll go spend $3,000 on pirate slots. I mean, let's be real here. You just don't feel anything anymore. You just have to keep doing these streams.
Literally.
I'm surprised you haven't gone bungee jumping or you haven't become one of those skydiving people yet. You ever met like a skydiving person? They're the worst. They are the worst.
Put it up short on Solana. Is it going to liquidate? We were about to find out. Oh my God. I can't even get a screenshot before I get liquidated. Dude, get my screenshot in before you liquidate me, asswipe. Okay, I got my screenshot. Just shorted Solana. Oh no, I didn't get the screenshot in. Oh, dude, I'm going to get liquidated before the screenshot goes off. This is liquidated. God damn, dude. Fuck. All right, let's bring down that.
Liquidated? What'd you do? 100x?
Nope. 1000x.
You're an idiot.
Let's go, dude. I'm gonna double my bet, and I'm gonna take down the.
Dude, why didn't you just buy Bored Ape in May 2021 and sell it in spring 2022? It was so simple. That's all you had to do.
I did.
It was so obvious to just sell it all. Just mint 40 Bored Apes and sell them all at 500k, and that's all you had to do.
Double my bet, and I'm gonna take down the.
But you didn't. Why didn't you just buy Bored Ape in May 2021 and sell it in spring? Did you ever get into Pepe, Alex? It was so simple.
Yeah, dude. I made bags on Pepe, in both directions.
All right, dude. You couldn't have just said yes, dude. You couldn't have just said yeah, dude. I was involved. You had to say you made bags, dude. I know what you making bags looks like. You're on a $1 a day. You're like, I can live off $1 a day. And when you go to the Macy's and you see a Versace watchy at $90, you're like, wow, that's way too expensive. If it's over $30, I know what making a bag looks like to you. So you making a bag off of Pepe, dude, is like the gas transactions from like a fucking average Ethereum trade. So no need to brag there. What did you do when did you get into Pepe? You're on a $1.
I don't know. I got in the bottom, got in at the top, or short at the top. I almost got canceled for that one. I said to short Pepe at like the fucking top. Dude, I had an entire Pepe army that just was formed overnight.
Well, no, that's not all you did. You didn't just say short it. You ran a space calling yourself the original Pepe community. I mean, you got. And by the way, you didn't almost get canceled. There's no such thing. Dude, if you could have you've almost gotten canceled every 5 minutes of your crypto Twitter account existing. So, no need to dance around that one.
I've been involved, dude. I don't know where you guys have been. Like the fact you guys like, oh, look out for Shilling, dude. I've been here. Where you been?
They are saying look out for Shilling Villain. Look out,
bro.
Like,
bro, I bought that shit.
100,000.
Bro, I bought that shit, Bark. Remember you funded it for like a week, bro?
What?
I bought it like 4 days before you said fuck it, I'm gonna buy it that night. Remember that?
What? Flooded what?
Pepe.
Oh yeah, I did great on Pepe.
Bro, and then I remember it, bro. I take my notes. Books was like when you hear people fudding it, you buy it. And yeah, that's what I was like. All right, let's go.
Yeah, no. Tay told me to buy Pepe in Los Angeles when it was like literally it was like 5 days. It had less than like fucking 50 million in liquidity. It was nothing. Tay's like, you should buy it. And I said, Tay, you're an idiot. I've never seen you make a profitable trade ever. Which was true. I had my reasons. And I didn't do it. And he probably told me 20 times to buy it. I was like, dude, get off me. I was like, I'm not buying this shit. Anyways, missed out on a massive opportunity. I would have totally fumbled it anyway, so I'm not mad at myself for missing on that one, but definitely missed Pepe. But dude, who could blame? Dude, money hasn't been to be made in so fucking long here. I mean, really. I mean, like, no one's making money trading except Running Man. And then apparently Running Man was scamming people with a fucking, like, gardening business. So that's all we needed. I remember Running Man, Alex? He's like, well, so first you need to go on Solana, and then we're on here trading all day, and I'm out here going this and that and the other. And then this thing came out. He was like building people. He said he was going to build them like cabanas in their backyard and collected thousands of dollars, and he didn't do it. Regardless, doesn't matter. He was the only person trading, and it turns out he wasn't actually trading at all. Nobody ever looked at his wallet. So that was the last trader, and he wasn't even a trader. It's okay. So did you put a short in? I mean, dude, holy shit! Talk about crypto. Crypto might hit $700. Or ETH might hit 700. If it hits $700, holy shit! Talk about the dark ages. That will be bad. You think engagement's bad now? You think engagement's bad now? Holy shit! Will you still be here if Ethereum is at 700 bucks, Alex?
Will I still be here if Ethereum's at yeah, dude, I'm not going anywhere. Like, how can I? Am I gonna leave the fucking Earth? Is that what you're asking?
Maybe. Like I said, I think an article from Degen Media or whatever that you got hit by a semi truck. I mean, that's what people want to see. We should do that. We should set that up. If you're listening right now, don't tell anybody. We're gonna fake. No, never mind.
Dude, I'm not going anywhere. Like, how can I? Am I gonna leave the fucking Earth? I'm getting hit by a truck. So if I hit a truck, it was by purpose. Let's just point that out as well.
Or you get abducted by the cartel and there's like a ransom video.
Did the cartel love me?
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
I'm sorry they don't like you.
Love you. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yeah, dude.
The guy selling enchiladas on the street corner is not a part of the cartel. Just because he loves you does not mean he's a part of the cartel. Okay.
There's no enchiladas in Colombia, damn it.
Cartel love me.
Dude, you went to the McDonald's. You ever seen that video? Okay, you went to the McDonald's in Medellin. You're like, where's the cartel? I thought they were here. You went to the most commercial, fucking safest part of Colombia. And you're like, they're not here. I knew it was fake. Meanwhile, 50-mile radius outside of there, somebody's getting a chainsawed at the neck because they looked at someone funny. You're like, man, the whole media is a lie, huh?
Where do you get it? Where do you actually hear this stuff from?
You obviously didn't. You didn't have Reddit in 6th grade, okay? Because if you had Reddit in 6th grade, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Watch too many movies, dude.
It's not a movie. They don't put that stuff in the movies. You know what I'm talking about. If you're listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone watched it. It ruined 6th grade, dude.
What? What? Where do you get it? Where do you actually get this stuff? Hang on a second.
Robe knows what I'm talking about.
It's called arepas, by the way.
Robe knows what I'm talking about. King Ant, he's too pure. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Dev Alex, he definitely knows what I'm talking about. If you're listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone watched it.
It's called arepas, by the way, not enchiladas.
What? What? Hang on a second.
I'm being
You think we'll ever hear from Books again?
Called arepas.
Robe knows what I'm talking about. King Ant, he's too pure. He doesn't know
What?
what I'm talking about. Dev Alex, you think we'll ever hear from Books again?
Dude.
It's called arepas, by the way.
If this GM doesn't get 300 likes, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, dude.
He's gone. He saw that shit hit 120. He's like, all right, I'm packing up. He's like, it's too much work.
What?
I was like, Books, why aren't you tweeting anymore? He's like, too much work, man. I was like, to post one GM, he's like, nah. It's like, okay. If this GM all right. Get 300 likes, he's gone. Whatever you say.
Yeah, dude. All right, dude. I feel like this ruler person said something. I'm looking for it.
Said some fuck shit.
I don't know.
100%.
I might have said some fuck shit. I say some fuck shit on here sometimes.
Look at that PFP, dude. What even is that?
What is yours, bro? It's better than that monkey. Hey, Alex
we
should
got the
know. He spent all. Ask Alex how his weekend was, and ask him what this PFP is. All right, and then come back and talk.
Is
to
that a
me.
Cardano PFP?
I know Alex know what this PFP is.
Is that Cardano?
What happened?
Yep. I took. Hang on. I got a picture of. Hang on.
You got a picture with
Let
Clay
me see.
Jones? You got a picture with Lena?
No. Dude,
Oh,
no.
God, bro. Then what'd you even do this weekend?
I networked with the most important people in Cardano. That's what I did.
That was
What'd
a
you
good
do?
response. You know, I worked. I planned last minute, unaccordingly, and I didn't make it to the con. But yeah, you know, maybe next year.
I got a picture of.
Maybe next year I can network with one of the most important people in the space.
No.
You know.
No. There you go. I posted.
Oh, did you post the thing that I said some fuck shit about?
Important people. No.
Oh, okay.
No, dude. Like, it's fine, dude. Everyone has a comment on Chill and Bone,
Honestly,
dude.
I
It's
think
fine.
I've been pretty nice to you, Alex. I think anything I might have said is like sarcasm. You know, I did call you the Kim Kardashian in Web3 one time, so that was kind of cool. I think.
Sarcasm. Dude,
Same.
it's all.
LeBron James.
It's a
Yeah.
joke.
All right, LeBron James. Some people get that. You know, there you go.
It's always a joke. It was dude. I'm just joking, dude. Just soak up the engagement, Alex.
It's just a joke. It's an engagement. I'm never going to talk about it
Hey,
again.
it's a double-sided engagement. You know. Sarcasm. You know, I did call you the Kim Kardashian in Web3. I get a couple likes. You get a couple tweets.
Be the butt end of everything again. So I can monitor.
That's true. That's true.
Please.
Rula, it's cool. I told him that the Jersey
Hello,
Shore
wait, what?
situation ab picks were a bit much for me.
Hey, I feel you, man. Everyone's got to
There
draw
we
the
go
line
now.
somewhere, you know.
Nope, you don't. Why do you need to draw the line?
I mean, I guess if you don't draw a line in life, like you're just gonna get walked all over, no?
No, actually, I would say the opposite. You draw the line.
Person says, I won't say who it is. I don't.
You draw the line. There's no line to walk over.
Okay, I'm done. I don't hate you for what it's worth. I do wish you luck and don't want you to get in trouble. Take care, dude. And to only every single fucking day of their life, dude, talk about another man. Like,
who did that?
You have to figure out that is. Look, I know who. It's just the DMs that I get versus what I see publicly. It's just zero emotional control. Like children. I'm like, great.
I feel you, man. Hey, I mean, you know, honestly, everyone's got an opinion on everybody, and people are gonna say that opinion, and you know, it's just your job to block out the noise if you don't like it, man.
Whenever someone says honestly, I just honestly no longer listen to them. So honestly,
okay, that's fair.
You're just telling me, hey, everything from that moment before, was it not honest? Like, why do you have to preface with honestly? Don't understand it. Actually, I do understand
That's true. That's kind of like when people say like not to be mean, and then they probably say like the meanest shit you've probably heard in a while, you know.
Not to be racist.
And then you promptly say some racist ass shit. Yeah.
But here's an opinion.
No, getting a card to be honest now. Like you're like, hey, I need the honest card. Where's that? Oh yeah, honestly, just shut the fuck up. How about that?
I feel you, man. If you can answer honestly one thing though.
Feel me. I don't also like to point that out, Rula. I would said you feel me, man. I honestly don't want another man to feel me. Let's just point that out as well. I don't know. I know it is 23. You may be in the United States and maybe in a major city where it is normal.
I mean, all right. You got a lot of preferences when speaking to you, apparently, huh?
But he wants to talk to you in the shower. Is that okay, Rula?
Honestly, I feel you. Go ahead and shower.
It's fine. So that's one DM. Let me see. Let's just go through these real quick. I'm not going to say who they are. Toughen up, soak up the engagement, quit being a baby, and treat Twitter like Twitter. I don't know, like, I just don't know. Actually, I do know. We did talk about it. It's emotional control. A lot of people, not a few people, don't have emotion, like no control over their emotions, dude. They run around like children. Like you'd think after quite some time you would learn how to control your emotions. They have none, dude. None.
So back
Yo.
to the question before though, like, are the dumbest people here or are the smartest people here? I'm gonna actually lean towards the smartest because I kind of disagree with you that it's like some of it's emotional control, sure, but a lot of it is like really subversive motherfuckers who are playing the game, like, and they know who's on what side of the fence, and then they're like, oh, there's more people on that side of the fence, so I'm gonna say this.
We're all humans, dude. We all are under the same genome. Like we are all human beings. There are no fences. If you created fences, that's on you.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to
You know,
create fences, bro.
To that point, I think you're correct, right? I think people look at certain areas of crypto Twitter and say, "Oh, there's opportunity here," or "I think I'd be better siding with this." You know, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get more engagement if I go this way." I think people very often miscalculate moves, and they like I said earlier, people associate engagement with financial return, which is typically pretty true across crypto Twitter, but there's a skill in actually being able to do that. You can't just get a bunch of likes and figure out how to build a business or figure out how to build a life off of that. I think people miscalculate these moves and understand that, hey, burning this bridge right now might get me 35 more likes on my tweets, but may prevent me from earning $10,000, 6 months from now, or next bull market. It's going to actually cut me off from massive opportunities. And there's nothing wrong with cutting people off or blowing up bridges, but I think people are terrible judges, and especially when it comes to the long term, because crypto Twitter is such short term. I think they're really bad judges of opportunity, therefore making mistakes. Therefore, which is the reason that the minority of people made the majority of funds in Web3. Minority of people walked away. Farouk's on a jet ski in France right now. And then a lot of people are still sitting twiddling their thumbs, and they made no money in Web3. Actually, I feel like most people lost money in Web3. You ask around, it's not a comfortable topic, but not many people actually made money in Web3, and they worked at it. After work, they would come on Web3, they would work their asses off. Not only would they not make money, they would fucking lose money, yo. Like, oh, let me jump in on this motherfucking mint. And they would come home and they'd, hey, I worked at Subway all day. Let me go take half my earnings to mint this fucking NFT. Oh, the founder's shooting a gun out the window and use Star Wars IP. Personal story. But I think a lot of people actually didn't make money at all. They lost a lot of money. So, terrible judges of character, and I've seen enough of that myself with my own two eyes to be able to make that conclusion, but I think that's a big part of it as well. And again, I think it just comes down to engagements being associated with likes, which is definitely true, but you need to know what you're doing if you want to turn that into convertible, cash. So I think it's a big part of it. But again, what do I know? I'm a cameraman. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You mentioned a gun going off. Was that founder like John Morant or something? Did you get to like?
Yeah, dude, you should have seen me at that Lakers game. John Morant was about to blow that thing on me. No, actually, no. The project was called Art Wars, and the founder was Ben Moore, curator. He had like the IP to do Star Wars helmets like 10 years ago. So he was doing real life exhibition of Star Wars helmets. Anyway, he turned it into a generative or an art collection, an NFT art collection. I think it was 1378 or something NFTs. I put my life savings into that collection, and then shortly after, I think it was within the month, they got IP takedown by Disney, got removed from OpenSea, the collection completely rugged. But immediately after it minted, a video surfaced that he posted on his Instagram story where he was wearing a Stormtrooper helmet. And I've told this story before. He's wearing a Stormtrooper helmet. He's in a Porsche, and he's in a neighborhood, a residential neighborhood at like 2 in the morning, and it's pitch black outside. And the video starts. He looks at the camera and he says, "Just made 2 million off NFTs." And he pulls out a handgun and he shoots it out the window in the air, like he empties the whole mag out into the air of the neighborhood, and then just floors the car and drives away. So that was my first experience with NFTs, and the fact that I stayed after that is quite remarkable. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if anyone has any great. I can't think of a better rug story than that one. That was probably my favorite time of getting rugged, honestly.
I might be able to compete. First time I met the founder of the project that I was first introduced to as like a consultant or whatever. He was a VC in New York, and he took me to the strip club, like literally the first time that we met. So he's buying me dances, whatever. I'm not a big drinker, and I'm like trying to, swallow down Patron or whatever, and it's just not going well. And so I'm ready to leave, and he's like, "Here, let's go walk over here." And we go sit and like I don't know, seats that are like basically parallel next to each other. Puts a girl on either one of
I've
our
been in
laps and
similar
starts talking to
situations.
me about the 80-20 rule of hedge funds. It was, dude, it was like a Wolf of Wall Street type of moment. I was like, is this really happening? And that probably, as you said, should have been my first warning sign to leave.
Yeah. I don't know why. A lot of, like I said, you have to be dumb to stay here. You really do. You kind of have to be dumb. But again, you have to also have to be smart. I think being an entrepreneur, I think being certain, living life on your own terms requires an amount of bravery that's almost a little bit stupid. Like you have to do a lot of things that don't make sense, right? You have to like lose a lot of friends, you have to sacrifice a lot of things, and you have to kind of jump into the face of doubt or like into the black hole, if you will. And that's also Web3 because there's no guarantees in Web3. Like I said, I think your odds of winning in Web3 were really low. I think it was probably 20% that you would walk out positive ROI. Think about it. I mean, dude, ETH was at 4,600, you know, and then by the time Web3 was really hitting Jimmy Fallon type levels and Justin Bieber type levels, I mean, for the most part, it was pretty much too late, for most people. So, I think a lot of people got burned
It
really
was
hard.
such an obvious top. Like looking back, like having gone through a full cycle now and looking back on that, and then you had people like that were quote tweeting top, 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 top. You're like, no, shut up. We're going higher. Like this is just the beginning. And that's when you realize that like there really is a learning curve here. And if you don't
Yeah.
respect it, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't think the people who just lost are the people who didn't do their own like research at the end of the day? Like, I mean, yeah, people say like DOYR, like or DYOR and all this shit. Like, yeah, it's commonly said, but do people actually like do that shit? No, and then they get mad at people that like, if you rug, that's one thing, but if people are just dumb and lost their money, like that's their fault, you know?
Yeah, it's very obvious in retrospect, but think about it, dude. When you're off a line of coke and you're 7 shots of Jack deep, it's not obvious that you can't knock that brick wall down, or that you're gonna jump off a 2-story building and fly. I mean, it was euphoria, dude. It was maximum euphoria, maximum enjoyment, maximum dopamine. I mean, things were happening enough, projects were pumping enough to the point where it felt like everything was pumping. And for a while, it kind of was. So, for a while, it was hard to miss if you weren't an idiot, right? Like, or if you were actually in the weeds a little bit, it was great to find some opportunities early on. But then it became so crowded and but still the minority of projects were doing extremely well. So it just generally the marketing of Web2 is that it's the land of opportunity. Everything's winning, everybody's winning here. That's how it was really pitched and sold. Articles that would write about NFTs sold NFTs as some vehicle for the American dream or the escape or whatever, however you want to paint it. But for me, that's what brought me to the space. I saw a punk article of a CryptoPunk being free in 2017, and then I saw the article in 2020, and it was just, yeah, the punks are now selling for 20,000, 30,000. And then I saw an article in 2021, a punk just sold for 7 million, and I said, holy shit, I need to get in. So to me, I came into the Web3 space thinking everybody was making millions of dollars, which was just certainly not true. In fact, I think majority of people, like I said, I'd love to run some data, maybe do a case study on this, or collect some survey data, see people's returns and keep it anonymous, because I think majority of people ended up losing a lot of money. I really believe that. So, I just tweeted, I think NFTs need a big reset. I think you said that, Anon, so I just completely stole it and tweeted it myself. I think NFTs need a big reset, man. I don't think crypto necessarily needs a reset, because I think if crypto goes down much lower, I think we're going to see institutions come in, we're going to see BlackRock come in, and we're going to see some centralization of crypto that's going to be pretty unhealthy for it, but whatever. Early Bitcoiners, early Ethereum maxis are going to be parting with their assets. They're willing to part for it. I'm going to take the cash now. That's where I think where a lot of them are at. So, but NFTs in general, yeah, pave the way for innovation. Amazon really took off when Sears went out. Like when Sears went out, when Barnes and Noble went out, when big box retailers were starting to fail, that every time one of those tight valves became stronger and digital, commerce became stronger. So, the businesses failing actually will help propel the future forward. Much like Netflix started succeeding when Blockbuster went out and Redbox started failing, Netflix just started killing it. So yeah, definitely for future innovation, we do need to see some failures. I even saw Beanie Maxi saying that Yuga's not going to be around in 5 years. I mean, some bold claims, but I don't know. Could Yuga be gone in 5 years? Potentially. Is Yuga too big to fail? I don't know. Are we gonna have this bullshit conversation right now? I don't know. I think we're beyond that. We don't need to even go to Yuga, but whatever. We got Valakay up here. Every time I see him, he's got a new PFP.
What's
you know
up?
You ever talk to Valakay?
I'm not. The name looks familiar.
Yeah, he's like always. He's kind of hovering. He's like a sideline kind of guy.
He just takes his ankle shots when he sees them.
He just everyone private DM somebody. Fuck these guys.
Oh no, never that. No, I'll just do it on timeline. I'll tell what it is. Like, you guys saved me a fuck ton of money where I had money for the meme coin season, made a shit ton of money, put that into net, whatever. What happens to it? That's what it was. Other than that, you guys,
what the fuck
information you gave me is and time I've spent on these spaces is was well worth the money I spent.
That's all I we're gonna wallet dox you real quick.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. That's blockchain education. Wait, no, fuck. What is my? It's not ENS. It's unstoppable domains. It's blockchain on dot education on dot blockchain. That's what it is. Yeah.
Education on blockchain dot ETH. That what you said? What did you just say?
My you can search my wallet. It's a blockchain or education on dot blockchain.
Dude.
You search my wallet up like that. Yeah. You always see me like you see me when I buy and sell, it says like I'm a bot or a smart contract. I don't know why Dex Tools does that, but yeah, I've always been listed as a bot or a smart contract since.
I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck you just said your ENS name was. It just
yeah,
I couldn't keep up. Couldn't give a fuck actually.
Other than that, all I have to say is everyone who's ever said anything against you has never made me any money. Everything has gone to zero, and they've never shilled any of the projects that I've made the most money in. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
That's great, man. Like, I would say that anyone that talks shit about myself or even the people closest to me, can't hold a flame to them. Like, can't hold a fucking flame. Do they like? Were they like huge on TikTok? No, dude. No, they weren't. They're just they just say whatever the fuck they want. Did they ever put in any effort? Did they ever do more of the same? No. They have no discipline, dude. They have zero emotion control, zero fucking discipline. They've never wrote one pitch deck. They've never pitched in front of fucking anyone. They've never taken the chance. They've never done a lot of things. What they have done are tried to belittle others because of their insecurities. That is what I'm seeing play out. And I just couldn't give a fuck, guys. I'm at the point of just like
what did you get to meet Eddie for Platypus? Did you get to meet him?
Eddie
Carrera for Whimsley, maybe the real estate thing.
Whimsy? Wait, Whimsy founder?
Yeah. I've been in that project from the start.
I talked to him for like 30 minutes or so. Yeah, he's one of the best people I met there.
Yeah, I've been in that project since the start. Been talking about many times, and like, just no one ever wants to pay attention. And now look at it. It was probably one of the best presentations I've seen on the live stream. The most well-spoken by far of any founder I've seen currently on there. Besides, like the World Token? What is the Mobile World?
Oh, yeah, those guys are incredible. The World Mobile Token team is incredible.
Yeah,
it's multiple of them. Like, they put together an incredible team over there.
Yeah, I don't know too much on it. I'm just kind of like, I'm like you. I sit on the sidelines. I wait to see things in action and actually things come out. Because
that's all. That's where I'm at. So yeah,
no, I like
one of my favorite things that I've learned about World Mobile Token Reflex. That was probably like the top three. Someone asked what the top three. Those were the top three that I encountered.
Did you get to meet the Ape Society guys? I always talk to them. I go in their spaces all the time. They're pretty chill.
L?
Yeah, L, Congo. There's a few other ones that are in there. Yeah.
There?
I don't know if Congo was there, but I know L was there. L's super cool today.
Quite some time. Yes, I got to meet L. So it's very interesting the way people act on the timeline versus what I met IRL. It's stereotypically people that I meet online on the timeline that have the most to say have done the least amount of shit in their life, like in their life. Whatever.
Because they got the most time.
I guess, dude. Imagine evaluating another man's life every single day of your life. Couldn't be me.
I see that shit and I'm like, man, like, I don't know, like, there's just no point to, if you don't, I don't know how to say this, like, there's just no point to comment or say anything. Just go do your own thing, because clearly you're not going to make any money here, but I don't know what the objective is, because that's all.
Liked by people that don't like them. They are socially peer pressured into doing things, and it's funny. Like, good job, you're getting likes from people that don't like you. Like, that's what's actually happening.
It's also not it's not clearly they're not going to make money here. It's not clear. Unfortunately, I mean, it is what it is. I think a lot of effort in does not equal result out. If you go to the gym for 14 hours a day, you're definitely not going to be making that much progress relative to the amount of time put in. In fact, if you work out for more than a certain time, like if you go to the gym and you lift weights for more than maybe 2 hours intensely or an hour intensely, you actually make less progress. You're digging a ditch. And I think in the same way of even Web3, people just assume if I put a ton of time in, I'm going to make money, I'm going to grow. It's not the case at all. It's just not the case at all. So I think a lot of people think, hey, if I go shit on, X, Y, and Z and I go talk shit all day, there's going to be returns. It's just not. And I've seen people try to monetize it. Dude, everybody that's, majority of people that have taken shots at the Alex account, the Books account, the Bark account, the network community, whatever the case may be, majority of people that have shit on that have then turned around very shortly after and tried to monetize it. Several examples. NFT collection being launched, a shitcoin being launched, X, Y, and Z. A lot of case studies, and pretty much every single one of those have failed to a massive degree. They've done pretty fucking poorly. So I've seen it, right? I've seen why people do things. The intentions are super clear. People just suck at what they do. I mean, there's a reason a lot of them don't have jobs and they're in Web3. They're bad at what they do, but it's fine.
They don't have a passion to build a skill set.
Yeah, no skill set.
I just learning trading, and I learned trading, and that's my best skill set, I would say.
Did you get his wallet, Alex?
No.
His wallet. If I got to hear him say he learned trading.
What's his?
Oh no, that's all on centralized exchanges on Binance. Which
oh, okay. There we go.
Canada now. SOL.
Yep. That's what I thought.
You can be whoever you want. You can say whoever you want. If you're a normal guy on the timeline, though, you're casted stones your ways. Heaven forbid you're a normal guy in this space. Everyone has to be like some crazy entrepreneur. Meanwhile, I joke around saying I'm a normal guy or Bark is like normal. Dude, there is not a single fucking other person in Web3 that did what Bark and I did. Find me one. Find me one. Find me one. Name a name. Like, you can't, dude. There wasn't a single other person that did it. We fucking did it. Did we? Dude, I feel like we didn't even brag when we were doing it, dude. We were doing it just nonchalantly, man. Just fucking like, yeah, you know what? We're going to pitch in front of YouTube CEO, Twitch CEO, BlackRock Capital, Blizzard. Like, we're going to do it, and we won't even brag about it, dude. These motherfuckers, though, I get so infuriated, like, looking at it and seeing it all and just, like, the amount of grandstanding and LARPing and lying. I'm like, God damn, you're really that big of a fucking loser. Yeah, they really are. But you know what that means? That means we're big fucking winners.